noticing your body as it sits or stands, feeling the weight distributed evenly, the spine upright yet relaxed, and the feet or seat fully grounded. Allow the shoulders to soften, the jaw to release, and the face to settle, creating a quiet sense of ease throughout the body. Take a few natural, slow breaths, sensing the gentle rise and fall of the chest and belly, letting the rhythm of breath anchor you in this present moment. Bring awareness inward to the sensations of your body, feeling contact points, subtle shifts in posture, and the overall sense of stability and support that the body provides. Acknowledge the mind as it arrives here, noticing thoughts, planning, and emotions, and gently allow them to be present without clinging, judgment, or effort to change them. Sense the space in which both body and mind exist, recognizing a continuous field of awareness that is always available, whether you are seated in meditation or moving through daily life. Begin to expand this awareness, imagining that the clarity, presence, and steadiness cultivated on the cushion can naturally extend into ordinary activities. Notice that each breath, each subtle bodily sensation, and each mental observation is accessible at any moment, forming the basis for mindful engagement beyond formal practice. Begin to visualize routine actions, walking to the kitchen, washing dishes, typing at a computer, speaking with a colleague, and see how awareness can accompany each motion, turning ordinary activity into mindful presence. Feel the quality of your attention as it touches each gesture, each word, and each interaction. Imagine observing without needing to fix, judge, or react immediately, allowing responses to arise organically from this grounded awareness. As you expand this practice, consider how emotions naturally appear in daily life. Moments of frustration, joy, impatience, or contentment, and bring the same open, non-attached awareness to them as you would in seated meditation. Notice how observing feelings without immediate reaction can create space for wiser, calmer responses. Allow the breath to act as a subtle anchor, flowing steadily and unobtrusively, supporting presence and equanimity throughout the day. Sense how the physical sensations of movement, the lifting of a foot, the stretch of the arm, the alignment of the spine, can be fully attended to without losing awareness of the mind and surroundings. Bring attention to sounds, sights, and smells in your environment, observing them as they arise and fade, noticing the impermanent nature of all experience. Recognize that mindfulness does not require perfect stillness or ideal circumstances. It is simply present attention to whatever arises, moment by moment, in both inner and outer experience. Expand awareness further to interactions with others, noticing speech, gestures, and expressions, and observe how bringing calm, attentive presence can enhance communication, empathy, and clarity. Sense how each conversation can be met fully, without distraction or mental wandering, with attention to both the other person and your own internal state. Continue to cultivate an open, spacious awareness that includes body, breath, mind, and environment, allowing them to move together seamlessly, integrating formal meditation with daily life. As you walk, observe the contact of your feet with the ground, the shifting balance of weight, and the subtle motions of the legs and torso, maintaining inner alertness while fully experiencing the external movement. As you perform tasks, notice how the mind often drifts into planning, recollection, or worry, and gently bring attention back to the present task, using breath and bodily sensations as anchors. Recognize that mindfulness is not about forcing concentration, but about cultivating continuous awareness, a gentle witnessing that accompanies all actions and experiences. Reflect on habitual patterns of distraction, autopilot activity, or reactive responses, and notice how these tendencies are naturally softened by the consistent application of mindful presence. Sense how attention can shift smoothly between inner experience and outer activity, maintaining a steady core of awareness that is unaffected by changing circumstances. Allow the mind to rest in this expanded field of observation, seeing thoughts, emotions, and sensory experiences arise and fade, while remaining grounded in breath, posture, and body. As you navigate daily life, notice moments when awareness falters or tension arises, and gently return to the foundational elements of mindfulness: the breath, the posture, the sensations of movement, and the continuous witnessing of experience. Imagine your day unfolding as a continuous practice, each moment an opportunity to integrate seated awareness into work, relationships, chores, and leisure, seeing the sacred in ordinary activity. Observe how the quality of attention affects the tone of interactions, the ease of movement, and the clarity of decision-making, noticing subtle shifts in presence as mindfulness deepens. Bring attention to emotional responses in real time, allowing observation without judgment, and notice how habitual reactivity softens, giving way to calm, measured responses. Sense how patience, equanimity, and clarity arise naturally when the mind rests in steady awareness, and allow this clarity to guide actions without forcing outcomes. Expand your awareness to subtle patterns of energy in the body, noticing how posture, breath, and movement interact to support mental and emotional balance, integrating physical, mental, and emotional awareness seamlessly. As you continue to cultivate this practice, notice how simple tasks become opportunities for meditation, how conversation can be a practice in attentive listening, and how challenges become moments for gentle, mindful engagement. Recognize that this ongoing integration of Zazen awareness into daily life does not require perfection. It requires consistent, patient attention and a willingness to notice and return to presence. Allow each day to be a natural extension of formal meditation, sensing how seated practice informs standing, walking, working, and interacting, creating continuity between cushion and life. Feel how the steady field of awareness provides resilience and clarity, supporting the mind in times of stress and the body in moments of fatigue. Sense the subtle expansion of consciousness as mindfulness spreads across all aspects of life, softening habitual tension, enhancing empathy, and increasing responsiveness. Observe how the mind can remain calm amidst external activity, how thoughts can be witnessed without grasping, and how emotions can flow without reaction. Bring attention to the integration of movement and stillness, work and rest, action and pause, noticing how each arises naturally and is held effortlessly by awareness. Sense the harmony that emerges when mindful presence is continuous, not confined to formal practice, but extending into every corner of life. Continue to observe the body, breath, mind, emotions, and environment as a unified field of awareness, cultivating balance, clarity, and insight. As the session draws to close, rest in the recognition that mindfulness is always accessible, that seated practice and daily life